Hi guys, and welcome back. It's a very rainy day today. I guess the weather actually knew I was going to talk about cancer. I know, very depressing subject. But also I think it's an important subject and a subject that most people can relate to. You know, either having a friend or a relative going through a rough time with cancer or actually suffered dying from cancer. Um, Myself included, I actually have a friend of mine who's going through a rough patch due to cancer. And I've actually been struggling to reach out for the past few days. So I actually think I'm going to do that now. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, and it's actually pretty stupid because the reason why I've been struggling to reach out is I've been thinking about what to say or what to write to the person. Um, and that's terrible because actually, normally I would just reach out, like write or say anything. And I actually think that is the important part, just reaching out to people. But I also realize it's rough when someone you care about is struggling. So, but reaching out, I guess, is the right thing to do, and just try to act normal. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit what cancer is and how it happens in our body, and I brought in some help for this matter. This one and this one. I'm just going to tell a story about how our cells inside our body work, but let's just jump into it. So let's say this is a normal skin cell in our body. We actually have a lot of cells like brain cells, skin cells, you name it. But let's pretend this is a skin cell. So it gets produced and then it does its job. And right before it commits suicide, it actually reproduces itself. So now this one turns into this one. And it's actually just a duplicate of the other cell. So this cycle keeps repeating and it's all good. But then sometimes cells turn into something else, like this cell for example. And it's orange, just like Donald Trump. I'm not saying Donald Trump is cancer, but he is orange though. Okay, back to the story. Like, let's say this cell is supposed to be this cell. So the cell starts to produce itself and it turns into this cell. First off, there is a few things the cell can do in order to stop this from happening. We actually have some enzymes who can repair itself, and sometimes that helps, so the cell turns into this cell. But sometimes it can't repair itself, and then the next stop on the way to, not turning into a cancer cell is self-destructing. On normal cells they actually commit suicide. But the problem is cancer cells, they don't commit suicide. So it actually just starts growing and growing and then starts to reproduce itself. Like there is a cancer cell more. And the thing about cancer cells, it doesn't care about what it turns into. It actually just grows and reproduces itself. So it doesn't care if it turns into this and this. And then suddenly you have cancer who is just growing inside your body. And sometimes we talk about, or sometimes doctors talk about why it is so important to learn about cancer early when someone is starting to have cancer? Well, that is the matter, because if you catch it while it's only one cell, it's easier to treat, it's easier to maybe do chemo or just surgical. But when it just starts to grow and you got these cells everywhere inside your body, it might be too late. Yeah. But that was actually my small story about cancer, and that actually leads into what I'm going to do today. I'm going to donate to a fund named Kræftens Bekæmpelse, and it's a very well-known organization and a great organization here in Denmark who is researching on how to fight cancer. So they have scientists who research on chemotherapy, surgical, and also new ways to beat cancer. So there are these frontline who just die cancer. So there is some hope outside there. Well, that's it for me today. I'm not going to take you through my donation. I'm just going to show you on screen the donation I did.